Thanks for clicking on the AkronNewsNow.com update. I'm Lindsay McCoy bringing you a look at the latest local news. Well, who's telling the truth? That's what Akron residents should ask after Akron city officials and the Fraternal Order of Police President Paul Halinski called each other liars over police contract concessions and pledges of no layoffs. That happened live on the 1590 WAKR Ray Horner Morning Show on Thursday. Halinski disputes the city's claim that it made a no layoff pledge in exchange for police concessions.
I'm saying that the city is absolutely lying. You know, I hate to say those words, but when they try and discredit me and my integrity, then I'm going to respond. They are absolutely, positively lying.
Not so, says Akron City Law Director Sherry Cunningham.
As far as him saying that he did not discuss, or the city didn't discuss, the pledge of no layoffs, that is absolutely, positively wrong. The city did discuss it. They did discuss it with Mr. Halinski.
Halinski says Thursday morning he finally received a letter from City Hall with a new plea to agree to contract concessions to avoid layoffs, and he prefers to wait until a fact finder's report is issued on the deadlock concession talks. Meanwhile, Cunningham says the city can't wait because the need to cut spending is urgent, and responding to the fact finder and probably going to binding arbitration could take months. And it's back to the books this week for students in the Stowe Monroe Falls School District, but high school students will have to worry about more than just their homework. This school year, busing for all high school students is the latest victim in cuts as it works to keep the budget from going into the red. I had a chance to stop by the Stowe area to survey the situation. Cash-strapped and looking for the next place to make cuts, the Stowe Monroe Falls School District will not provide a ride for students attending the high school this year. After 5 failed new money levies, the district is not going back to the voters for help in the way of a tax increase. But instead, they've held meetings over the past year and a half to find out what services and programs they can eliminate or charge for in order to keep its budget out of the red. One of the 9 suggestions: no high school busing.
Oh, we're expecting some complaints. You know, it's going to be an inconvenience. There's no two ways about it.
As for handling the new traffic, the high school parking lot has about 400 parking spots, and of those available to students, it goes by seniority. An additional 40 to 60 spots were added at this gravel patch, but in the winter they won't be able to plow them, so they'll just be a seasonal alternative. And don't forget about the morning traffic. Jones says that there will be 3 police officers on duty and other staff to help ease the heavier volume. While kindergarten through 8th grade still have busing services, Jones says more potential cuts from the state could mean more changes for his district and others in Ohio.
I think that there's a changing landscape in Ohio education, and I think you see communities all over the state that are really redefining what their school districts look like. And that high school busing service, for example, that everyone always expected would always be there, the reality was it was a service that districts were not required to provide.
And today, the Wingfoot Lake Park finally opens to the public, but the Ohio Department of Health and related agencies have issued an algae warning for the lake itself. The toxin advisory means that you should avoid contact with any visible surface of scum and direct contact with the water. The advisory is in effect until further notice. As we look at our weekend forecast and the rest of your forecast for today, plenty of sunshine. It looks like it's going to be really warm this weekend. A high of 79 degrees today, a low of 49. Yeah, the 4 is back. That's pretty interesting. Saturday for your high, a high of 86 degrees, 54 for your low. As we look at our 5-day forecast, look at Sunday, a high of 91 degrees. Make sure you pack some water bottles if you're going to head out on Sunday. On Monday, we're back to work, highs in the upper 80s. Continue to follow AkronNewsNow.com for the latest local news, sports, weather, and traffic updates 24/7. You can also follow our updates on Facebook and on Twitter, too. For AkronNewsNow.com, I'm Lindsay McCoy, and enjoy your warm weekend.